Sean Sterling, Cars, Golf, and Cigars. I told y'all that I was doing episodes for all my truck lovers. I got my man James here. Thank you, sir. James is actually hooking us up today, all right? He's hooking us up with this 2500 beast. I don't even want to tell you everything about it. I want him to tell you everything about it. What do we got?
2019.
She's crazy.
Silverado 250 HD. Lifted 4 inches on the front, 2 in the back. Heavy duty shocks, suspension. I went larger on the tires. I took them small ass 17s off.
Yeah.
I went 20 by 10s. I want that to stick out a little bit more.
So you said 4 inches you lifted?
Full 4 inches right off.
Full 4 inches.
Like, yeah. So now there's no rub, no nothing in between the fender wells.
Okay.
Came stock with the bars to step in. Vision out of California makes gorgeous 20 by 10 rims, all powder coated, 8 lug, absolutely beautiful.
So this is the 8 lug rim.
This is the 8 lugs.
I've seen a lot of their work. I've seen a lot of Vision's work in magazines and other truck episodes or what have you. They're a great manufacturer of rim. You picked a great rim for this truck, man.
And I went with a beefy tire. I went with my Bridgestones, 265 60 R20s, all all-terrain tires. Knobby look. You can't have small tires on a big truck.
Yeah.
It's like an elevator in an outhouse. It don't belong.
This particular version of the truck, the 2500, it came stock just the way it is, I'm assuming, with everything else.
Yes.
With the extended mirrors for the longer cab and everything else. This damn near seats how many? Like, it says 4, but it looked like 5 or 6.
It can do 6 comfortably.
Comfortably. Okay. Wow. Engine-wise?
6.6 V8. And it's got the not the Eco Boost, it's got the flex fuel in it. So after 50 miles, 2 of your cylinders kick off. You stop for 20 minutes, kicks right back to 8. So it's very fuel efficient. I get about 470, almost 480 miles to a full tank of gas.
Damn. That's almost a comparison of a 4-door sedan, like a regular vehicle, and this is not a regular vehicle.
No.
As you can tell, this is, I promise y'all something for the big boys. I promise y'all something for the big toys, and this is big boy, big toy as it gets. And this is, once again, Chevy.
Yes.
Now I gotta ask you this. Why Chevy? There's a lot of manufacturers for trucks. Why Chevy?
Dodge, I couldn't stand the front end. Everyone's going this, I want the Hemi, I want this.
Yeah.
It's the front that got away from me. It's the grille that attracts me. I love this face. I've been with Chevy for almost 27 years now.
Okay.
I'm loyal to this brand. It's always been reliable.
Okay.
I can't say nothing wrong about Chevy.
I gotta be honest, I'm a Chevy guy too. Dodge has been talking to me, but I'm really a Chevy guy. Because I had a Tahoe for 8 years and I put almost 300,000 miles on it. So I know that you can actually use these trucks for a long extended period of life. Long extended period of life. Now, your gripes and most importantly, your pleasures of this. If you had to redesign this in your mindset, what would you have done differently?
I would have changed this inner fender well. They make you so boxy, it's just a solid square. Move this fender out or curve it more. It gives you more of option when it comes to tires. I'm limited as to what size I can get on this. Otherwise, I'd have to cut the fender to fit a bigger tire or go a 6-inch lift.
Would you actually go bigger?
The biggest I can go on this is a 275 60 R20. And that's with no rub.
That's with no rub. Everything's going to still be the same ride. Everything's going to be the way it's supposed to be.
Yes.
No rub on it at all.
It's not bad. But I would definitely change this square shape because you're limited. Make this a little bit further out and come down. You would never have a problem. And actually make the front look better. So most of the guys that go bigger on trucks, they go to that Jeep front end.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of the triangle.
Absolutely.
You'll never have a problem. But this is a luxury vehicle. I'm not towing nothing. This is not a work vehicle. I'm not changing this face.
This is not work for hire?
This is not work for hire. This is the face that got me. And I'm not changing it. Because even if, say, I give it back, I can't take the lift out, but I can put the old tires back on. So my thing would be change the inner fender well. Change this whole design, make it a little bit more.
Because this is just my personal thing. Because everybody's different when it comes to their vehicle. Your personal gripes or your personal pleasures. But we're going to start with the personal gripes first. Because there's a lot of things here that I see that you've done. But what would you do differently if it was designed by you?
The biggest thing I would change is this fender well. They got this box shape. You're limited to the size
So
of
the square itself, the way the box is. Okay, I see.
from
what you're
start to
saying.
finish.
Yeah.
It's one solid square.
Okay.
So even if you went bigger on the tire and rim,
Okay.
you'd either change the fender or change this whole front piece, or even lift it 6 inches. Now I only put a 4-inch lift, and these are 20 by 10s.
Okay.
So with this, I would just cut this a little bit more and fade it around. You would never have a problem.
What kind of lift did you go with? Do you know exactly what kind of lift they used?
I did a off-road 4-inch lift,
Okay.
which was 3 inches in the front,
All right.
and then 2 in the back, and it made an equal 4 all the way across.
You know, because you can fit a little person all up in here. You know, you can put a whole child right in here. You know, but because this is high as hell.
Yeah.
Look at all this room. It makes you feel like you can go almost 22s.
The biggest I can go in here would be a 33.
Oh, man.
That's the biggest tire,
Okay.
but I would have to go back down to a 9-inch rim.
A 9-inch rim. Okay.
And it would give you the mushroom,
Yep.
not the spread out.
Okay.
And ones that did it, Extreme Vehicle Builders out of Danbury, Connecticut.
Okay.
Guys are fantastic.
Okay.
For this is my daily driver with no rub, no nothing, with this rim. Stick with the 20 by 10s, and I would never have a clearance problem. And these are Bridgestone dual ATs, 265/60 R20s. I've never had a problem with Bridgestones in 20-something years of driving. Never had a problem.
Most importantly for me, how's the ride?
Smooth.
The bottom line.
Smooth.
Because we're drivers, we're daily drivers. So how is your ride? Because every day you get in your car, people, cars, golf, and cigars, the biggest thing what you want out of your daily drive is comfortability. The biggest thing, that's the biggest thing you look for, right? Comfortability. So every day, when this big boy, how's the ride?
I love it. It's absolutely smooth. It's a little stiffer because you went with a bigger front end.
Okay.
Bigger leaf springs, tie rods, and bushings. Other than that, it's like factory.
Okay.
Smooth on the turn, just a little bit wider because of
Alright.
the tires. Other than that, no bumps, no bangs, no nothing. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it.
Cool. Like that. When you got these big Mohammeds behind you, their light package is ignorant. It's just something to see, right? And I'm seeing that you definitely invested in that.
Yes, definitely.
Now, what are we doing in the front here? I see a lot of stuff going on here, brother.
I went to realtrucks.com,
Okay.
and I didn't want the full brush guard.
All right.
The ones that cover the lights, cover the grill. It would really cover this face. You lose.
And you lose
why I
that bow
bought this
tie.
truck.
You do not want to lose the bow tie.
Definitely. So I went with the one. This is kind of the police style, where it's just the push guard,
Got you.
bolts right to the frame, stops midway.
Got you.
You still see the full face, and any lights I put on it, mount it right to the actual bar itself.
And what do we have here?
This is from Vision Works out of California.
Okay.
This is a 32-inch curved light bar.
Yep, I see how.
It's a quad light.
Okay.
It's got 4 rows, 100 lights in each. On the outside, you have 8 bulbs, all LED, 3,800 lumens out of this.
So basically, you light up the whole.
I light up everybody.
You light up the whole house.
I light up everybody.
Is this the official move, bitch, get out the way? Is that the official one right
This
here?
is wake the fuck up.
Wait, okay, I figured it was something like that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because I know what this does to somebody when you're driving behind them. I've been in James' truck. It's an amazing drive, and you have to see how people move out the way when he's coming down the highway. You know. But the greatest thing that I do agree with you is the fact that you didn't want to lose the bow tie.
Yes.
This is the signature of the manufacturer. This is the reason why people love this vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
That bow tie, that gold bow tie is everything. It's classic. You can't lose it. You can't lose the value in this. And this new grill, how they designed it.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And when it comes to the lights, I don't want the KC running lights. Those big balls, they look out of place. This actually looks like it was part of the truck when I bought it. It's beautiful.
It does. It actually looks stock.
Yeah.
Everything on here looks stock.
And if I wanted to, there's a spot underneath. I
Okay.
could actually put another one, or hanging the quad lights or underneath.
I see they got a little bridge here, a little room for you to add something on top here also.
Yep.
If you want to throw another piece up here for something, but then again, once again, you don't want to lose the bow tie.
Nope, because that's the moneymaker right
That's
there.
that's the baby. That's the sweet spot.
That's right.
Okay, that's the sweet spot. And then the truck actually came with HIDs, I'm saying.
Actually, no.
No?
No. Standard regular running lights.
Okay.
It actually came with light package on the top as well.
Okay.
But I believe those are more for decoration because you can't see nothing out of the way.
Gotcha.
And being here in upstate New York, you need to be able to see in front of you.
Yeah.
So I went with the curve to see out in front, and it's still set low that I'm closer to the ground. I'm not up there where all I'm doing is shooting the air.
I see you got a whole different grill right here.
This is actually just for cosmetic. It covers up the radiator cooler in the back.
Nice.
This was a whole separate opening.
Yeah.
But I don't want debris and rocks to get in, so I bought this one basically off eBay.
Okay.
And it covers the bottom of the radiator cooler.
But this is definitely aftermarket.
Yes.
But it's actually the design with the pellets around it makes it look so mean and vicious, brother. I really love how they did this because it's truck ready.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Put a slight little bend in it,
Yeah.
and then bolt it right up.
Yeah. Now the reason why I told everybody in America I want to do the truck editions because we have to understand something. In this country of ours, we sell more pickup trucks than we sell anything. I'm a big foreign car person, but I am a realist. We sell domestic, we win when it comes to the pickup trucks, we win.
Yes.
And I believe this also was probably put together in America, in Texas, I believe. These are all manufactured in Texas.
Yes.
These are all put together in the factories in Texas. Shout out to all the Cars, Golf, and Cigar fans in Texas, welcome. And this is one of the reasons why the economy still keeps going. Because of Chevy, because of Ford, these guys help the whole country make money. You know, I really, and I really appreciate that. I honestly do. Now, my biggest thing for you, because you have another car, you have a Chevette.
Yes.
What year is it?
87.
1987.
31-year-old.
I'm saving that one for Cars, Golf, and Cigars. I'm saving it because when I tell you, James might be one of the few, matter of fact, he's the only one I know who owns a Chevette. And it's actually stock. Coming soon. That's all I gotta say. Coming soon. Coming soon. You're gonna see that coming soon. Now, the biggest thing also with this right here, why this color? There's so many colors you could have went. Why this spec? Why this color?
Silver and black is the most iconic color for a truck. It's easy to keep clean, and once you clean it, you see the shine. When the sun hits it, the sun beats right off it, and nothing goes better than black and silver.
This looks pretty, man.
I love it.
It looks pretty, man. It really does. It really does. And then you went with the same spec for the inside.
Yes.
Okay.
Same spec.
And I just want the people to understand what we're talking about once again. You might have missed it when we talked about the engine and the power. How much horsepower?
I know it's a 6.6 V8.
Is it right under 3?
Give or take around 3.
285, 295. Big block. Big
Yes,
engine.
Big engine.
Big engine.
Big transmission. Big drivetrain. I could pull my camper, which
Okay.
is 4,000 pounds, like it was nothing. Up, down hills, not even straining it. And heavy duty exhaust.
Listen, stick with us. We got a lot more to go over with on Cars, Golf, and Cigars. I'm going to talk to James about some of the interior specs. We'll be right back. Oh, that's great. Oh, it's huge. It's fucking huge. Sometimes I look at the truck and go, damn. And sometimes I go,
I love it. I absolutely love it.
that is really big.
And yesterday I just had a new radio put in. I DVDs, CDs. It's from Audio Visual out of Ohio. My boss here in Sound Concepts. Did it beautiful.
Did they hook it up where you can play the DVD while you're driving?
Said that. And they took the governor, not the governor, but the buffer from the speakers. So now even the 10 should shake much more. The stock one, they put it at a certain height, certain volume, that's it. No matter if you crank that up, it's only one at height. This one on 10, it's not even, it goes all the way to 100. It shakes. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Stabilizing walls, So now, we're inside of the 2500 HD Chevy Big Boy. I would rename it Chevy Big Boy, you know what I mean? And there's a reason why there's a 1500 and there's a 2500, obviously.
Yes.
But James, tell us what you got going on here, because I know this is not stock. This is something that you definitely had a vision for.
When I got the truck,
Okay.
now I have a certain amount of CDs that I listen to, stock 50. I love them all.
Okay.
It never came with a CD player. It took me forever to find a radio that's compatible for the Silverado that would fit this screen.
Gotcha.
So Audio Visual out of Ohio makes a brand new radio for the Silverado 15, 250, 350 that does TV, DVDs, navigates, does Bluetooth, everything that a normal radio would do, just kicks it up a notch.
Gotcha. And I can see it's a double den, so basically, this is all cousin. Look how nice and clean this is, though. This really came out clean, because I know they had to take the dash out to even get this all done.
And they took out the 2 mounting brackets on both sides, because the radio sits in by itself.
By itself. Got you. How long did this take, installation-wise?
5.5 hours.
5.5 hours.
And it also doesn't come with satellite radio. So I had to buy an aftermarket unit, and they also did that as well. My boys up here at Sound Concepts in Westchester County, fantastic work. I highly recommend them.
Excellent, man. This right here makes your whole driving experience better.
Oh, it's beautiful. You know, absolutely beautiful.
Because now, all of a sudden, no matter what, no matter how, you're comfortable.
Yes.
You know, and I know a thing or two about this, because I had this, not this particular brand, but I had something similar to this in my Escalade. And my biggest thing that I wanted was to make sure that I could watch DVDs while I was driving. Not that you're supposed to do that. I don't advise people to do that. That's a disclaimer.
Definitely not.
I'm saying I did it, but you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Did they set you up where, you know, you could...
They did everything. They hooked me up every shortcut imaginable.
Okay.
And when the stock trucks come out, there is a buffer on the speakers. That no matter how high you turn it up, it's only going to hit a certain volume. They took the buffer out. They added in both bottom bases to the doors. Even at 10, the system goes up to 100.
Okay.
It shakes the windows. It's that loud. It's awesome. I would give you a sound system, but
copyrights-wise, music-wise, we can't really use the music on the video at this moment in time.
Right.
But take my word for it. Take my word for it. You know. Now, is there anything else that you particularly want to do? If you had to change anything in here, what would you change?
I would actually make a longer console.
Okay.
And on the bottom, I had to put a tray here for just a few of my other accessories.
Okay.
This is nice. I'd rather see a full console.
Full, all the way straight through.
Straight through the bottom, like the Escalades have, like the Tahoes have.
Gotcha.
Where it's a full, where every part of it's used. That would be storage, and you wouldn't have to do anything like this.
I got you. Knowing you, though, some kind of way you might design it and make it.
I might be able to. You know, but the best part is the 4-wheel drive on the floor. That's perfect. No push button, no little turn knob. Old fashioned, right on the floor.
Right there on the floor. Drop it down when you need to get that extra. Not like you'll ever get stuck.
No, definitely not.
In anything.
No.
This is definitely weatherproof.
And when I lifted the truck, as long as it was even front to back, I didn't mess up any 4-wheel drive, nothing. It goes in smooth, comes right out smooth.
Let's go back to the lift part of it right now.
Right.
How long did it take for them to actually get this lifted off the regular manufacturer?
7.5 hours.
7 hours.
And then they put it back on the alignment machine 4 times. They drive it around, make sure the tires don't rub, put it back on, realign it. So within an 8-hour day, it went up 4 inches, brand new hardware underneath, aligned it 4 times, and I couldn't be happier.
See, that's the other thing. Some guys get their trucks lifted, but they don't really change the hardware under it for some reason or another. You went full-fledged with it.
Had to, because when I went higher up, the stock tire mounts and all them were not long enough.
Okay.
So the package that they sell you, like on eBay or some of these other stores, they don't give you the upper and lower control arms. They don't sell you the bushings, the tie rod ends. You need everything extended.
Gotcha.
Extreme Vehicle Builders sold me one whole package from start to finish, soup to nuts. And like I said, 8 hours, and I couldn't be happier. I love this truck.
And we were just talking about it, and you run this off at 87, because I see it says flex fuel.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually can kick in to actually be more
fuel efficient,
eco-friendly, and things like that. And all off 87. You don't kick it to 93.
No.
Octane.
Nothing.
You don't throw none of the high boost octane in this beast.
None of that.
Now that's something that I like.
I keep it straight to the manufacturer, because if I mess it up, well, why didn't you stick to the label? Now it's my fault.
It says keep it on 87.
Keep it on 87.
And as big as this is, I was telling you outside that, you know, a lot of trucks are not as comfortable inside.
Mm-hmm.
They got a good size on them, but they're not really comfortable inside.
Right.
You really can't put 5-6 people in this.
Oh, definitely. This tips up. Someone sits right in the middle. In the back seat, you sit 3 comfortably. You have 6 with a lot of elbow room.
Now,
it's absolutely beautiful.
About the cab part of it, like space-wise,
right?
Like, what's the length on that? If you know, is that extended? Is that standard?
No, this is the crew cab.
The crew cab.
The crew cab fits a full adult without having their knees back on your seat.
Gotcha.
So all you gotta do is come up just a touch. You don't lose any leg room, and they're sitting comfortably back there. All 3 of them.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And no one's cramped, and it's air all the way around.
Long distance is not a problem.
No, definitely not. I took this to Rochester, and I filled up here, and it took me 480 miles, and just as I got off the thruway, it was on a quarter of a tank. Smooth. No hiccups, no giddy, nothing.
Oh, man. And as you can tell, it's brand new.
Got it December of 18. December 5th, actually.
And you just cracking maybe 3,000 miles.
Nah, 3823.
3823.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It is. I had a Silverado 1500 from 2010.
Yeah.
This outweighs it. Just the room alone.
Yeah.
When you buy a truck, you want to have room. I don't want to touch your arm.
Yep.
You don't want to touch mine. Lay out. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fantastic. If we need more, this comes up, and then someone sits right in the middle.
Excellent, man. This is a beautiful truck, and I really appreciate you showing it to my audience.
I appreciate it.
I really do. I appreciate you bringing it out so we can see it and we can actually understand more what it takes to lift the vehicle and why would you lift the vehicle, you know, because everybody had their own personal preference.
Yes.
You know, and you have a vision for it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you have a vision for it. I don't know if your vision is over or you have more to go.
I have a few more things I want to do to it. I got a roll-on bed liner from Raptor.
Okay.
Under Herculiner, Raptor is one of the best. And it's easy to put on. And then I just bought an aluminum tonneau cover. It's a quad flip. So the next time you see this truck, roll-on bed liner, aluminum, quad flip, tonneau cover.
All right. And what people are going to find out, especially when we actually do James's Chevette, is the fact James is actually a cigar man.
Yes.
He's a cigar guy. So it's even more of a treat to have him on the show because I want to spread his episodes out because you're going to learn more about him for the different things that he's really, really into. Not to mention, he's probably the #1 wrestling connoisseur in the United States of America. That might be debated with maybe 3 other people between here and Canada, but as far as we know, I don't even want to ask him a wrestling question because this will go a whole nother place. They'll go a whole nother place. You know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate you being on Cars, Golf, and Cigars. I definitely want to do the Chevette. We're going to come back and bring the Chevette out one night.
Yes.
And we're also going to sit down and discuss some things over cigars.
Hell yeah.
Because you have a nice collection of sticks that you've shown me. So we're going to get it busy, man. We're going to get working. We're going to keep it going, man.
It'd be my pleasure.
Right here. Kadon Sterling, Cars, Golf, and Cigars. My man James, the 2500 HD Big Boy Silverado, lifted up 4 inches. It's crazy. We're actually sitting in the Empire State Building right now of trucks. if you can even understand what that is right there. But stick with us. I appreciate y'all. Email me, Cars, Golf, Cigars @gmail.com. If you have a vehicle you want me to review, you have a golf course you want me to talk about, you have a cigar lounge that you would like for me to review for you, please email me. Let me know what it is. The summer merchandise is out. You'll see it in July. Stick with us. Stay with us. Subscribe to us. Cars, Golf, and Cigars. James, my brother, thank you, man.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right.